Hey, welcome to the news. Here is some of it. The highly anticipated Han Solo prequel from Disney has been shaken up after directors Phil Lord and Chris Miller were let go due to a slow production and improv-heavy scenes, upsetting executive producer Lawrence Kasdan, who wrote Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. President of Lucasfilm Kathleen Kennedy has replaced the directors with Ron Howard, who will go through the footage and finish the movie from there. So I guess all I really want to say is that Disney's, Lucasfilm's, Kathleen Kennedy's, Phil Lord and Chris Miller's, Ron Howard's, Lawrence Kasdan's Star Wars, the Han Solo prequel, is going to be good, but also really great. And that's, I guess, the least biased I could possibly be. And now we're going to talk about the news, where everybody hates each other and is mad all the time. And how are we going to get through this? There are attacks on the truth, and there's some really heated rhetoric and occasional violence. And the NRA just made a commercial that's like, everyone on the left is violent. Join our club for having guns. And it's not explicitly a call for violence or a civil war, but I do definitely think we should maybe calm down and say that we don't want a civil war. And I suppose that might be a controversial idea, but I tell it like it is. I make movies that tell it like it is. So what we're gonna do today is not talk about the divisive issues that you know we wanna. It's time to talk about the news everybody can get behind. So, for example, nothing about President Donald Trump. That's a typo. I said no typos. A country's president? Hold on. Holy A wall? He doesn't know what he's talking about. All right. Congratulations, Mr. President. I hope you do a good job, and I hope you don't make anybody mad at you for the cruel, illegal, and/or ignorant things you might say and/or do. And I hope you help people in tangible ways that are honest and based in fact and thoughtfulness. Anyway, President Donald Trump's approval rating is around 36%, according to most polls. One says 50%, which seems exactly wrong. But within that range is enough to be too divisive for this show. The 4th of July is coming up. It's time to unite as a people. So let's talk about things everybody hates, like Congress and the media and people dying. Congress and people dying have been killing it lately. A teenage boy was killed by a stray bullet that came from a gun that was aimed by a police officer at a dog. Police were called for a noise complaint. The dog bit the officer, and so he and another officer opened fire. It seems like in addition to shooting people a lot, cops shoot dogs a lot. Is that right? Not like, is it just, but does it happen a lot? 25 dogs a day are shot by cops in America. Is that accurate? Did somebody look that up? Did I? No, that's a rough estimate by the Department of Justice. There's actually not much data on the subject, though. And in fact, there wasn't much data on people killed by police until less than 2 years ago when publications like The Guardian and The Washington Post started tallying all of the shootings in the news. But there's no solid data from law enforcement. So a woof estimate is about 2.7 people a day are shot and killed by the police. About 25 dogs, and sometimes one of those dogs is missed and the bullet hits a kid. And that sucks for everybody. And police officers are trained to react that way. They're trained to basically be afraid of everything because everything is a potential threat to them. They're shown dash cam footage of officers being attacked and killed. Because sometimes officers are attacked and killed. They're taught, in many situations, to shoot without hesitation, like when a dog bites you, or when a person reaches anywhere. A common phrase among cops is better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6. It's grim, but it keeps them alive. But it also doesn't change the fact that officers who are meant to protect and serve are trained to shoot without hesitation, while untrained citizens have to stay calm and follow orders with a f***ing gun in their face. And it doesn't matter if you say black or blue or all or no lives matter. There's definitely a problem with the relationship between people and police. Maybe police officers need better and different training. Maybe they should communicate more with citizens. Maybe they shouldn't have guns. Wait, don't leave, just hear me out. Maybe cops shouldn't have guns. Cops shoot people dead a lot. But they're supposed to protect and serve. And guns were invented for the purposes of killing the person you're pointing it at. And that's no way to protect somebody. And a lot of times, cops shoot people dead when those people were simply running away. Like, they were leaving. And that's not great to do if you've done crimes, but maybe they shouldn't get shot dead for it. And obviously, we want to protect cops, but instead of bullets from guns, they could use tasers from tasers. A common response to this is that tasers are often not that accurate and can be ineffective, to which Common Sense replied, then make a better one. Stop giving cops tanks and paying millions of dollars to grieving families, and instead invest in Big Taser and make a fuck-shitting weapon that doesn't butt-cutting kill people. How have we not done this yet? Guns are old. We can probably update them to be a tool that stops a person minus the death part. Now, I'm no scientist or rich person, but if you honestly think that it's an impossible idea to come up with an effective device for protecting police but not killing citizens, then you don't honestly think that, because how could you possibly know that? I don't know why I'm so angry. It seems like a solution people on all sides could probably agree on, at least like checking out. We cool? Cool. Here's some news. Obama's jeans game got stronger. Wait, eat shit. What? Obama's jeans game? That's not news. Get fucked. Who thinks that's news? Can you zoom in? More. A little more. Ah, great. Nope. Before we move on, let's try out a new segment called No! Just Stop! Today's segment is about... Can we get a prompt? No! Just stop. Stop talking like this. This cult of personality, this bubble gummification of our world leaders because they're dreamy. Dope socks are great, and Trudeau is a week-long field trip to the charm factory. But will his sock game bring peace to the world? Sadly, no. But will selling weapons to Saudi Arabia and increasing military spending by billions of dollars bring peace to the world? Oh, also no? Darn it. This has been No Just Stop. Oh, here's some news. The White House press corps has been banned from filming the daily White House press briefing, and in response, reporters have made some pretty cute tweets about it. Here's CNN's Jim Acosta tweeting a picture of his socks during it. Ha 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 ha. Nice tweet. Good traction on that tweet. You know what? Here's another installment of No Just Stop. Jim, the title of this segment. This cutesy stuff is not helping. You're a White House press correspondent, and they forbid you from filming it, which is unprecedented, and it spits in the face of transparency and our nation's institutions and balances. And the White House has literally called the press the enemy of the people. Not a flawed but necessary institution, but the enemy of the people. And a lot of people believe it, and just f***ed up right now. So please don't just tweet hashtag why are the cameras off. They're off because you won't turn them on, Jim. Turn the cameras on, Jim! Meanwhile, CNN, which I've read is ISIS, and I've heard is fake news, but I've seen that they're also right a lot. So maybe we should criticize and scrutinize incidents and personalities individually instead of dismissing the entire organization as fake. But anyway, meanwhile, CNN, in lieu of cameras, sent a sketch artist to draw the briefing. And it was a good tweet, and it got some real nice traction. But also, send a camera next time, CNN. Then... turn the camera on, Jim. Don't just tweet about it. You're there. We'll tweet about it. We don't get to be there. If you get dragged out and you never get to go into that room again, you were the reporter who was removed from a White House press briefing for filming it. That's not good optics for a government, or even, just spitballing, an airline. Let other people tweet about Sean Spicer swallowing gum and how f***ing crazy it is that an administration is using cherry-picked examples of bad reporting to discredit the entire institution of journalism. And, stop recording daily White House press briefings in which the country could have seen recently the director of ICE, which has been aggressively clamping down on undocumented immigrants since Trump took office, concede that undocumented immigrants do not commit more crimes than native-born Americans. And that director of ICE also said that there are 11 to 12 million illegal immigrants, not the 30 million claimed by President Goodbrain never lies. Okay, actually, never mind, Jim. It's actually kind of great everybody's there to at least tweet about what's said. It's important. But also, just turn the cameras on, just to see. Just to see? Please. Please? Your tweet will get way more traction. Same goes to you, Chris Segway Murphy. The Connecticutian senator who took a picture of the door behind which the GOP secretly wrote their health care bill, which turned out to be not so great. The senator tweeted, "I found tonight's secret Republican healthcare meeting room. Should I go in?" "Yes, Chris. Go in." "Yes. Film it if you want. Ask them why they're writing this bill in secret. You're there. Go in." Or just take a picture of a door, post it online, and then walk down a hallway. You're a senator. Good tweet, Chris. You're not watching this. This was pointless. Hey everybody, thanks for watching the news, and if you want to subscribe to our channel, click the big C in the middle. There are other videos around here you can watch, and click the bell icon to get notifications for new videos, and we'll see you in the future in other stuff. Have a good day!